Hey, Scruffy. Got fleas? You're just screaming. Okay, there's a meow. So, you hungry? So I got your meaty pate. Actually, no, it's not meaty pate. It's hearty cuts. So it's real chicken and beef. And kibble. So we're about 20 minutes early, but thought I heard you. So I heard another thump. It's 3 days in a row. So I think you're jumping off something, but I don't know what. Okay, well, I'm going to bring out the food, okay? So, I don't know, maybe you're hopping on the chair? Actually, I don't even have to do this anymore to bend down, but I've gotten used to it. So lets me get my glove on and move the food. And it gets me a chance to get a nice picture of Scruffy. So it heated up today. So figures. So it was cold this morning and last night. So I finally brought out the heavy clothes, the winter clothes. And yeah, the moment I put them on, yeah, we're on the verge of a heat wave again. So I wouldn't say today was a heat wave, but it was warm. It was in the borderline heat wave territory. Tomorrow, however, looks like it may be hot. So we'll see how that pans out. But then I think it's supposed to ease off after that. So I think tomorrow's going to be the hottest day, and then I think it'll start declining again. But I don't know how cool. So hopefully we'll just get some nice weather. And there's another grooming attack. So the fleas might be back. So you're kind of quiet tonight, Scruffy. And you don't seem to be as vigorous tonight as, say, last night. Maybe it's the heat. So tomorrow's going to be worse. So today was the day that the cable company was supposed to come to set up my new internet. And so I was doing a lot of last minute prep work last night, and I was trying to stay on top of things this morning, because I was preparing for the worst in case, yeah, the internet goes out or doesn't work, or I have some serious problem where I can't use the internet anymore. Though I still have my old internet service provider, but yeah, one thing that crossed my mind is, yeah, if they share any junctions and one could short out the other, or one could disable the other. I don't think that was probably going to happen, because I think they run on totally different systems, but I'm not completely sure of that. Because in fact, when the guy came, he opened up one of the access panels in the ground, and it was labeled for the telecoms. So I was a little surprised that they used that one, because I thought, yeah, because the telecoms they have their own stuff from the cable companies. So anyway, yeah, so I had a busy day today. So I think I was a little confused. So the appointment, the window was, I think, pretty much all afternoon. So I just had to be on alert for when they came, and I think they actually came early, because I heard and saw a truck come by with the company logo, and they drove up to my house, and they were about 45 minutes from the designated start time. So I thought, wow, they're going to be really early today. And then they didn't come in, and then the truck drove away. And I was scratching my head, saying, why did they do that? And so I thought maybe he was just looking for parking or something, and then yeah, he didn't come back. So I was kind of worried. Maybe they tried texting me, or yeah, maybe I know they didn't ring the doorbell. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe the guy was just having a bad day. I said, hey, I'm just gonna pretend he wasn't home. And anyway, so the designated time, I think, window started, and nobody was there. And then shortly later, another truck came, a different one. So actually, this was a van instead of a truck. So the first one was a pickup truck. And so this guy pulled up, and you start looking around the house, I think, for where the wiring boxes are, and then he finally rang the doorbell. So I was happy he came, and I was actually happy. Yeah, they were only, I think, maybe 5-10 minutes after the window started. So I always hear the reputations about cable companies, and you give them a 4-hour window and they don't even show up. Or they show up at the very end of the window and say, oh yeah, we don't have enough time to do whatever, we're going to have to reschedule an appointment. So in this case, no, they had ample time. They showed up reasonable time, and then I was actually very happy with this representative. He was very accommodating to I don't call them special needs, but requests about how the wiring would be done. So this house has never had cable, so there are no existing lines into the house, and so they would have to run them. That's actually one of the things I was worried about. I was kind of wondering, they have they dealt with houses like this recently? Are they used to the idea that there's no built-in wiring into the house, and they're going to have to run it themselves? So I don't know the answer to that, but apparently they're okay with that. But he said, we're going to have to probably drill a hole or something into the house, and he asked me what room I wanted, and they said, oh yeah, I want this particular room, and it's like, okay, we're going to have to run like wire along the the side of the house, kind of like on the to reach that, and then we're gonna have to drill a hole. And then so that's fine, though there's actually already a hole that we made a long time ago to run some other things. I was wondering, can you reuse that hole? I think there's enough space. And he said, I think we can do that. So this hole actually goes behind a light fixture on the house. So you just have to take off the light fixture. He says, if you take off that light fixture, we can just run through that. I'm like, sure, no problem. And then he had to run so he helped me run that, and then we're trying to get the cable to run across kind of below the roof of the house to get to control box that's on the side of the house. And so we had to cross a bunch of hedges, and I warned him that we've accidentally had problems with cords running past this hedge, because when you trim the hedge, some people have, including us, have accidentally cut the cables. And so he was very accommodating to help me kind of wrap the cables around. There's a little metal fence against the hedge, and if you run the cable like really close to the line of the metal fence, it's less likely somebody's going to cut the cable, since they'd be hitting steel as well. So you just don't want it loose and dangling. Okay, Scruffy, I think you're actually starting to get into it. I was about to give you food, but okay, let's get your food. Wow, is that a slurping, whetting your appetite? And then the other part was running a cable on the inside of the house. So actually, yeah, so the place where the cord enters is on the wrong side of the room of where I wanted the cable to go in. So I didn't ask him to go through the wall, into the walls or anything like that. I just said, so currently we're running one of these other cords basically along the wall near the ceiling, and then behind some cabinets, and then there's a hole cut in the cabinets so you can run a cord through it. See, the cord's mostly out of the way. And I asked him, can you help me run the new cable along that same existing cords? And yeah, he was very accommodating, and yeah, he was perfectly willing to help me do that. So I was very, very happy, because yeah, it wasn't that hard. It's not like I was asking him to cut things open into the wall or anything like that. But yeah, some of these people, they don't have to do anything. They say, we hooked up the cable. It's your job to do everything else. So I was very happy that he helped me do that. The hardest part was always getting the cable from the ceiling through the little hole in the cabinets, because basically you have to drop from the ceiling straight down, and then you have to kind of find this hole. There's no way to get behind the cabinets, unfortunately, and so you just have to drop the cable down, kind of dangle it until you kind of see it in the hole, and then grab it. So yeah, it definitely helps when you have two people. I had to do this by myself once, and yeah, that was really hard to do. I almost gave up. So I was very glad he was willing to help me. So he had to come into the house to do that, and yeah, everyone's all freaked out about the virus, and so the company was sending me phone messages before the appointment, talking about all the safety guidelines they have in place about technicians and the beer bug. And so I knew they could come into the house, but I wasn't sure how much interaction they would allow, and if they were going to be trying to get out. So on the flip side, I might actually come down with something, since I've now been exposed to the outside world, and somebody from the outside world is coming into my house. It's the first time, I think, in almost 2 years now. Year and a half. Losing track of time. It's been a while. Yeah, it's more like a year and a half, I think. Yeah, I think it's closer to a year and a half. Yeah, jeez. Losing track of time. Can't believe how long this is going on. So anyway, I hope I don't come down with anything. Wow, I think Scruffy's hungry tonight. He ate really slow last night, so I don't think he was that hungry last night. So I put less kibble in his food today. Gave him a little extra, but not that much more. It's closer to his normal. Helping. So I did see Scruffy when I brought out his water today, and I was late with water because I had so much stuff to do this morning. So it was probably close to lunchtime when I brought out the water. Early lunch, yeah, so I had the appointment I had to be open for. But yeah, Scruffy was sleeping near the railing and he saw me and he actually approached a little bit. So I think he was really interested in the bowl. And he was really thirsty. So I wasn't that close to him, but yeah, it was an improvement in the sense that he actually did approach. So most of the time he won't approach, unless it's dinner time. So Scruffy is gonna take off? No? Maybe? I think he's playing this bowl pretty good. So remove the ball, just no. Yeah, I think he's done. Yeah, see, the moment I moved for the ball, he backed away. So yeah, I think he's done for the night. With the ball. Remove the ball. See, there's a piece of kibble in with that ball. Yeah, I think he's done. He's kind of arching down, so it looks like he's trying to avoid me petting him, even though I'm not even reaching for him. So yeah, I gotta take in the water, Scruffy, so get a good drink. And yeah, I think he's done. Okay, folks, I guess that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.